Hey, sorry that I lost contact with you guys and had to split this into two videos. So I'm just going to pick up where I left off and continue to go over the answers. So what you'll notice when you look at a breccia that has angular pieces, it's probably pretty close to its source. So it could either be at the top of the mountain or the base of the mountain, but we don't need to get too crazy there. Here we have rock gypsum, which is going to form as an evaporite. And we know this because it's a chemical rock that does not react with acid. So that pretty much narrows it down to either an evaporite or a rock that formed from organic material like coal. So this bituminous coal could have formed in a couple different ways, but it was either like a quiet stream, deltaic area, or I'm just moving the sandstone over the beach. Um, Maybe a lacustrine environment, so a lake or a lagoon. I'm going to place it in the lagoon and there it will reside. And then we also have this conglomerate. So, conglomerate has big pieces as well. It's going to be somewhere close to the source, but probably more river channel where these pieces were bumped together and rounded until they became these smoother pebbles, whereas the breccia, it's more angular, closer to the glacier. So the main thing that I wanted you to recognize from this activity is if we are to look at this diagram, what trends can we recognize as you move out to sea? So what are we noticing about the rocks as we move from the mountaintops to the beaches, to the reefs, to the deep water, to the deep ocean? And what you should see as you do this is that as we move further from the source of where the rock fell off of the mountain or was transported in a river, the sediment size becomes smaller. So we go from gravel sized pieces closer to the mountains to sand sized pieces closer to the beach to the very fine pieces that get blown out to the deep sea. So this is a really important concept because it helps us to recognize where sedimentary rocks are formed, and knowing that helps us to understand past environments where maybe I'm looking at an area that was formed underwater, but now it's on land. And that's pretty cool and something that we can take with us to learn more about past environments or possibly where we could find fossil fuels, which are only located usually in sedimentary rocks. Okay, so that is it for today's lesson. I hope that this activity got you thinking about different depositional environments and maybe look at a rock a little bit differently than you did before this lesson and think a little bit about that rock story, as silly as that sounds, and where it's had to travel to get to where you're viewing it now. Okay, that's all. Have a great day.